third one, the third big idea was the counter offer analysis. So what is that? You know, I'm not even sure what that is.
Well, we're getting a lot of requests for this right now. So basically the idea of, again, we're trying to communicate to the realtors that we can bring value to their business and help them sell more houses. So right now, especially when supply and demand, especially in our market, is so far out of whack, and there tends to be multiple offers more times than not in terms of our clients actually going in and making offers for houses, there's competition. That competition puts the seller in a position where they can then send off counteroffers that, basically highest and best offer, or, they just counter right back. In this case, it was a $15,000 counteroffer that was posed to the client. And so they didn't want to do it. They said, you know what, we had a max price set in our mind, and, they were making a decision based on the emotional response to the counteroffer, which was, why are we going to come up in price because, or actually I guess it was a $25,000 increase, but why are we going to come up in price? We already sent you an offer, and they felt slighted by this idea of receiving a counteroffer. So what we've developed this strategy to do, and we introduced it to realtors, is if you're in this moment where your client or our mutual client is not ready to move forward on a counteroffer, loop us into the conversation. Let us actually quantify this for them so that they can really understand what decision they're making. And in this example, what you'll see is you have option one is that's where they started off. Option two, that's their counteroffer. Option three is, here's what would happen if you made an offer on this exact same type of house, the exact same price, and it was 45 days later and the rates were up 3/8. And then the final example is, here's what would happen if you waited into the buying season and the normal price of this exact same house rose by $10,000 and rates went up. So there's a little bit of assumption built into this, but what we can communicate is that the decision to not come up in price does potentially come at a cost, and that cost can be greater to the client than just responding to that counteroffer and getting the house that they really want.
So guys, this is a big boom. I think you've given a lot of value. Some of it's been kind of a reminders on things we need to do. Some of it's new ideas, but this is a big boom. I do not know very many mortgage coach professionals that are doing this. It's kind of a new refresh of the why buy now analysis, only it's something that you can bring to a realtor at a point of pain, that pain where they're making a counteroffer, and you can help monetize it. You can help bring logic. What is the cost of this counteroffer on a monthly basis, and put it in a mobile. So let's do some quick scripting around that. What is the script for your counteroffer analysis? Whether you want to, how you share that to a realtor or how a realtor refers you. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But I want to just, pull out very tactical scripts so that every mortgage coach on this call can take this idea and put it into action quickly and efficiently. Thoughts?
This really just integrates into our larger message to the realtor, is that we want to be their partner. We want to partner up into their business, and that we want to help them grow their business, because we know that by growing their business, we'll grow our business, and we just go up side by side. And we can let them know that we appreciate the times when they're, like you said, Dave, when they're in that moment of pain and they could really use some help. And when the help is coming down to just numbers, this is a place where us as their financing partner can step in and really provide context that the buyer can appreciate.
Hey Sam, you have anything to add to this particular strategy at this point?
Yeah. The main thing, especially in part of our market right now, is there's way more buyers than there are sellers, and there's an argument it's only going to get worse. But some of their pain right now is trying to get their buyers and these sellers to come together. And when you have the conversation about $10,000 to $15,000 apart, and you can say, hey, let us help you with that, and here's why. If rates went up 0.5% in the next 6-9 months while they were arguing over $10,000 or $15,000. At their price point, they're going to lose $60,000 in buying power to keep that payment the same. And when you see their face, look like, wow, that is pretty. Can you call them up and tell them that right now? So yeah, sure we can. And so there's this element where there is a lot of psychological, emotional stuff with buying and selling the houses and these realtors trying to get these people to come together. And if you can quantify that, you know, and show them that, hey, rates are 3 3/4, 4%, they're projected to go to 5 1/4 by the end of 2016. You know, here's the projections from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Mortgage Bankers Association, NAR, and you can kind of quantify it. You know, it's a little bit of the fear. I mean, fear is a powerful tool. So I just think that if you can get that message across about buying power, that is the most important thing, because, you know, we all know 1/4, 3/8, 0.5%, you know, to just do it yourself in an amortization table, run that rate up 0.5 point and run the loan amount down until the payment's the same, and, you know, you're going to be able to show someone pretty easily what buying power means.
Yeah, and you can net it out in your mobile device, and, you know, why buy now? Well, here you go. There's, you know, $8,000 in savings over 5 years if rates go up.